Hello, everyone. My title of this is View of Establishing Level of Interaction between Career Orientation Knowledge, University Career Guidance, Parental Background, and Students' Career Readiness. Abstract. The aim of this dissection is comprehensive discussion of the study's findings in relation to the research questions of life. The aim is to interpret the results from both quantitative and qualitative perspectives, integrate them with existing data, and provide meaningful insight into the career readiness for male and female university students across different degree measures. In China, the study examined the knowledge of future career orientation, perceptions of university career guidance, and parental background as predictor of career readiness among male and female students in STEM and non-STEM major keywords: career orientation knowledge, career guidance, career sales advantage, career guidance instruction. It will explore how knowledge of future career orientation, the role of university career guidance, and parental background play the role of shaping career readiness among university students in Shandong Province, China. Considering the rapid economic development in the region and heightened competition on the job market, this is serious pressure to get those university students prepared professionally. At the same time, the transition from study to work is usually difficult because of the poor linkage between career aspiration, university career sales, organizations, and family upbringing. In relation to this, current research investigates how knowledge of future career orientations, university career sales, guidance, and parental background continue on Chinese university students' career readiness or work life. This introductory chapter will discuss the context of the research, why investigate on the mentioned risk factors is necessary. In doing so, the research findings are expected to provide insight onto the care readiness strategies, which can be used to mobilize better practice in policymakers, educators, and parents to further improve career readiness of university students. In Shandong, this section discusses the findings in all of the research objectives and research questions in the context of supporting reference and stakeholder framework used in this study. The main issue of the research: 1. Male and female students' knowledge of future career perceptions on universities, career guidance, and parental background based on degree measures. Findings indicate that STEM students, regardless of gender, generally possess the high knowledge to future career orientation compared to non-STEM students. This aligns with prior research suggesting more structured career pathways in STEM fields. Female STEM students, however, reported slightly low confidence in career guidance, effectiveness, content with documented gender disparities in access to career resources. Huang 2019. Parental background significantly vary across measures, with the STEM students more likely to come from high socioeconomic families, reflecting social-economic activities. Job 2019. These results understood the interplay between academic discipline and family support system in shaping students' career awareness. They also reflect confucian cultural patterns where parental involvement remains central to decision-making, particularly in research or technological fields. For 2016, Mark 2013. 2. The role of career orientation knowledge in predicting career readiness. The quantitative results of that study affirm the substantial influence of career orientation knowledge on the career readiness of Chinese university students. Students who demonstrated a high level of career-related awareness, such as familiarity with job trends, clarity of career goals, and understanding of application procedures, also reported great confidence and readiness for their post-graduation transitions. This is consistent with critical frameworks such as Salesforce 2013 career construction theory and linked et al. Social cognitive career theory, both of which highlights future-oriented knowledge is central to employability. In line with the prior studies, this research finds that university career guidance played a significant role in shaping this knowledge. Students who actively engaged with career services reported a high level of readiness, suggesting that intuition invitation can partly compensate for uneven family backgrounds or gender-based success gaps. Numerically, the data revealed that HEM students were more likely to report structural career knowledge and clear goal setting compared to their non-STEM peers, of findings supported by Job 2019 and Tang 2020. Meanwhile, female students were more likely to report lower confidence levels despite higher comparative academic performance. Consistent with Wang and Lin 2020 findings on generative perception of careerness. Culturally, quantitative data highlights the influence of parental inspiration, showing that students often ally their career knowledge and growth with family norms rooted on Confucian ideas for many, particularly in SCS families. This translated into predictive efforts that, that enhanced their readiness. Reinforced observations by Park 2013 and Sun and Yun 2022. The link between career orientation knowledge and readiness is both structural and cultural. It reflects not only the students' pursuit to professional information but also their embeddedness in family and institutional networks. Thus, invitation aimed at improving career readiness must address not only informational gaps but also social and cultural barriers to career aspirations. Academic measures significantly shape students' career preferences, influencing their exposure to industry practices, tips, opportunities, and employability skills. Particularly LTM students tend to receive more structured career support through university industry collaborations and target recruitment programs. Job 2019 to 2020. Students majoring in IT benefit from strong labor market demand, often translating into high job readiness and faster employment transitions. Their measures are typically aligned with fast-evolving industries where potato skills and technical training are closely linked to employability outcomes. In contrast, arts and humanity measures often face more ambiguous career paths with few structured internships and employer connections. As a result, career readiness, more art students may rely more heavily on soft skills interpretive and internal networks. Liu Zhang 2029 discipline-specific patients also shape students' understanding of career orientation. ITM and IT students are often trained with clear career strategies, whereas arts managers navigate about less defined spam possibility. This practice suggests a need for differentiated career guidance policies that address the unique challenges and opportunities across academic disciplines. Students dealing with the challenges of the job market since the source provided the necessary types of equipment and knowledge to enable the students to make the right decision. However, the usefulness of these servers depends on the manner in which they are offered and perceived by the beneficiaries named by students. Likewise, the parents' motivation also has a positive impact on students' vision of their carers. The parents play the social role by attending to their children needs, either for funds or by offering advice. Here, it is essential to distinguish when there's two types of motivation intertwine and how the independence of both can serve as a base for developing suitable career preparation and assistance for students. Three role of university career guidance in career readiness for parental background and career needs critical interpretation. Reference list. This is reference list. For parental background and career needs, a critical interpretation. Findings of this study affirm the significance of parent background, particularly economic status, educational attainment, and parental enrollment, shaping the career readiness of Chinese universities. Positive results indicate a strong positive correlation between parental background and student confidence, preparedness, and culture in career playing among the three predictive variables: analysis, career orientation, knowledge, university guidance, perception, and parental background. Parental background aimed at the most powerful predictor of career readiness across both SGM and non-SGM points. This aligns with existing empirical research from 2019 et al. 2021, which has shown that students from high SES families possess more robust career-related resources and social capital than students are equipped with early exposure to professional environments, shapes facilities through parental networks, and access to provide educational and care services students that justify their preference for the labor market. Qualitative insights from the study further support the literature with packaging contents frequently citing their parents' occupation advice or experience as the key influences on their activity and care decisions. This was particularly pronounced among early child respondents. Contents with the literature on identifying parental assessment in child post one child area confer cultural norms with initial pet and collective amplify parental influence, often promoting students to provide family precisions over individual traits when selecting potential career paths. The study also found that parental educational attainment played an important role. Students whose parents had a university degree reported high career readiness in navigating career choices. Q findings by John and Perry, 2020 such students often accepted a strong understanding of labor market demands and were more active in leveraging university resources, highlighting the role of culture and education capital as raised by Bolden. Conversely, students from rural and low SES families expressed greater anxiety about career paths and were more dependent on institutional guidance. These disparities reflect what Liu 2020 described as career capital gaps, highlight the structural inequality in China's higher education. The results cite that while career guidance services are intended to democratize career readiness, the emphasis is often mediated by students' family background and presenting access to information and networks. Some the study confirmed that parental background continued to exert a critical influence on students' career development, even with a rapidly emerging and competitive education environment. Conclusion: overall, the study demonstrated that careerness among Chinese university students cannot be understood solely as an individual endeavor. Instead, it is shaped by complex interplay of parental background, social cultural capital, and social support. and students' home agency. By integrating quantitative trends with qualitative narrative, the research not only advanced theoretical models of care needs in our context, but also offers concrete recommendations for universities, policymakers, and families, banning the broad avenue for further research and store the need for longitudinal, comparative, and multi-modal students to build on these findings and continue improving career development pathways for China next generation of graduates. That's all. Thank you very much.